Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to our September book chat. So this month I actually read probably the best back-to-back books that were just amazing, that I really loved, really enjoyed. It gave me all the thrills and all the feels that I wanted. So I'm really excited about our September wrap up. Now, our group of books are small for this month. We only got through 5. Well, we're not going to say we got through 5 books this month. And like I said, all the books starting out the gate were amazing. So let's go ahead and get through them. The first one was Dead 11, and this book is by Juliano. This was probably my favorite in the whole stack of books. Like, out the gate, it was amazing. I completely understand why R.L. Stine co-signed this book. Chillingly creepy, you've been warned. And it was exactly that. So, Dead 11, on a creepy island where everyone has a strange obsession with the year 1994, a newcomer arrives, hoping to learn the truth about her son's death. Clifford Island. When Willow Stone finds these words written on the floor of her deceased son's bedroom, she's perplexed. She's never heard of it before, but soon learns it's a tiny island off Wisconsin's Door County Peninsula, 200 miles from Willow's home. Why would her son write this on the floor? Hoping to find answers, Willow sets out for the island. After a few days on Clifford, Willow realizes this is not normal. Everyone seems to be stuck in 1994. They wear outdated clothing, avoid modern technology, and perhaps most mystifyingly, watch the O.J. Simpson car chase every evening. When she asks questions, people are evasive, but she learns one thing: close your curtains at night. High schooler Lily Becker has lived on Clifford her entire life, and she's sick of the island's twisted mythology and adhering to the rules. She's been to the mainland, and everyone is normal there. So why is Clifford so weird? Why is Clifford so weird? Lily vows to prove that the islanders' beliefs are a sham, but are they? Then Willow disappears. Her brother Harper comes to Clifford to look for her, and when he learns the truth that the island is far more sinister than anyone could have imagined, he is determined to blow the whole thing open, if he can get out alive. Y'all, so this book is literally all the terrifying things that you read. I really like the book. It's written really well. It is a thick book, but honestly, it keeps you engaged the entire time. It also has like interviews throughout the book, so it breaks it down with that, text messages. I just want to say shout out to Lily and her friend. Shout out to Harper. But sometimes you gotta listen, and when people tell you not to do things, you really shouldn't do them, because you find out things you might not want to know. And when I say you find out, this book is crazy. Like, even one girl, I was like, oh, she's so cutthroat. Like, I get it, but dang. So I highly recommend this. This is a really good one if you like creepy, if you like thrillers, if you like, oh, I'm scared to go outside right now, this is the book for you. And unfortunately, this is a debut. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, it's a debut novel, so we don't have any more writing from him, but I immediately wanted another book from him, so I can't wait until he does more. Oops. Sorry, fella. Yep, you there? All right. We gotta keep our little creatures okay. So the next one is What Moves the Dead, and this is by T. Kingfisher. And this is actually bringing in the characters of The Fall of the House of Usher, which is why I wanted to read it. This is definitely a book that you can read in one sitting, I feel like. The words are kind of small, but it only has like a little over 100 pages. Actually, yeah, a little over 100 pages. So good. Like, I was reading this book in the nail salon, and I gasped out loud, and everybody was like, oh my God. And I'm like, well, if y'all were reading the book, y'all will understand. Like, What Moves the Dead, completely not what I thought was going to be going on. A nice little mystery. You got your little eerie, ghostly feelings. Very good. So I'm going to read this. A fluid technicolor reimagining of Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher that takes no prisoners not to be missed. And that's a quote from Brian Evanson, author of Last Days. When Alex Easton, is a retired soldier, receives word that their childhood friend Madeline Usher is dying, they race to the ancestral home of the Ushers in the remote countryside of Ruritania. What they find there is a nightmare of frugal growth and possessed wildlife surrounding a dark, pulsing lake. Madeline sleepwalks and speaks in strange voices at night, and her brother Roderick is consumed by a mysterious malady of the nerves. Aided by a rotundable British mycologist and a baffled American doctor, Alex must unravel the secret of the House of Usher before it consumes them all. Thoroughly creepy and utterly enjoyable. Publishers Weekly. Like I said, really, really cute book. Cute book. I thought it was cute because it's like, oh my gosh, that's what's going on. It's not cute as in, oh, that's so cute, but it's like, oh, that's cute. Like, I don't know, in a horror way. Yeah, but this is a really cute mystery, sprinkled with horror. I don't know if I'm describing this right without giving away. Like, literally, when I figured out, like, what moves the day, just keep that in mind. Because when you find out what's going on, you're like, oh my goodness, what the heck? The Block Party. So The Block Party is actually more of like a suspense thriller. This is really Lifetime in a neighborhood. You are literally trying to figure out what the heck goes on, but it does start out the gate with action. This one's about 300 pages. So we know, there's some activity that's going to happen. What you don't know is who is going to be killed and why they're going to be killed, and that's kind of what this book takes you through. So this book starts in let's say the future year or the current year, and then it goes back a year, and it tells you all the things from one Memorial Day to the next that brings you to the incident that happened. So you're trying to figure out through the whole story, like, okay, who could have been killed, why were they killed, and you just get situation after situation after situation after situation. This neighborhood is crazy. So The Block Party, it's by Jamie Day. And the inside says, this summer, meet your neighbors. The residents of the exclusive cul-de-sac on Alton Road appear to be living idyllic lives, but underneath the surface, they're entangled in a web of secrets and scandals. At the annual summer block party, the only thing more dangerous than the deserts are the neighbors, and this year, murder is on the menu. But who's the killer and why did they kill? The answer lies 1 year earlier when the rivalries and betrayals first unfold, and the residents of Alton Road each discover that nothing and no one is ever as it seems. So this one also has an aha moment where you're just like, where did that come from? So you definitely want to make sure you listen, or, in your head as you're reading, you're listening to everything you're reading, because later on, you're going to read something earlier and it's going to have to do with something that happens later. So this not only, I'll say, covers a year's worth, they're going back. So there's some stuff in here. One of those things you really got to pick up on the clues to solve the mystery. I do like it. Part of it sucks. And when you read that part that I'm saying it sucks, you're going to know it sucks because that's just never cool. But this is a good one. The next one, Vampires of El Norte, and this is by Isabel Cañas. So, she has another book that's called Hacienda, and I like this book so much that I have bought that one to read. So I'm excited about that. This one is definitely giving you thriller vibes because you have this vampire background. This is also giving you romance, and I'm not normally a romance girl, but I can take romance tied up in a thriller. So this is set back in the day, but I love the storyline. It gives you an insight to the culture, which I absolutely love. And I just love their love. Even though old girl was giving it to dude, like even after he had told her why, she was just giving him the business. But I do love the story, and it's a really, really good one. This one, it's about 300 pages, I think, or almost to 300, so not too bad. Vampires and vaqueros face off on the Texas-Mexican border in the supernatural Western from the author of The Hacienda. As the daughter of a rancher in 1840s, Nina knows a thing or two about monsters. Her home has long been threatened by tensions with Anglo settlers from the north, but something more sinister lurks near the ranch at night, something that drains men of their blood and leaves them for dead. Something that once attacked Nina 9 years ago. Believing Nina dead, Nestor has been on the run from his grief ever since, moving from ranch to ranch, working as a vaquero, but no amount of drink can dispel the night terrors of sharp teeth, No woman can erase this childhood sweetheart from his mind. When the United States invades Mexico in 1846, the two are brought abruptly together on the road to war. Nina has as a curandera, a healer, striving to prove her worth to her father so that he does not marry her off to a stranger, and Nestor, a member of the auxiliary cavalry of ranchers and vaqueros. But the shock of their reunion and Nina's rage at Nestor for seemingly abandoning her long ago is quickly overshadowed by the appearance of I can't read. Okay. For Nestor, for seeming, let me start at the beginning of that sentence. But the shock of their reunion and Nina's rage at Nestor for seemingly abandoning her long ago is quickly overshadowed by the appearance of a nightmare made flesh. And unless Nina and Nestor work through their past and face the future together, neither will survive to see the dawn. I love the book. Shout out to them for protecting their land, because we know how that goes. But yeah, the romance part of it was good. I was eating it up. I wish there was another book about them. And just, her standing up to her parents and her making her mark and fighting these vampires and finding out who's control. It's a lot. It's a lot, but very, very good. And the last one, Such Sharp Teeth. Now this one right here, this is so irritating because I'm reading this book and I'm like, you got to be lying to me. Like, you sitting here going through all this stuff and you're not going to say nothing? Like, how is it that you're not going to say something? And you guys will know what I'm talking about when y'all start reading this book. Because it's like, if it was me and this was happening to me, I was going to tell somebody. But this girl didn't. But anyway, Such Sharp Teeth, a werewolf novel, is by Rachel Harrison. I did like this one. It was cute. A little under 300 pages. I will say, because I was so annoyed with the fact that she wasn't saying anything, I felt like, so what are we going to do? We're just going to pretend this is not happening? What's going on? There is a little bit of a whodunit in there, and I did like that. I was wrong, and then I was right, and then I was wrong, and then I was right. So this one is, Rory Morris isn't thrilled to be moving back to her hometown, even if it's only temporary. There are bad memories there. But her twin sister Scarlett is pregnant. Estranged from the baby's father, and needs support. So Rory returns to the place she thought she put in her rear view. After a night out at a bar where she runs into an old almost flame, she hits a large animal with her car. First of all, if I hit an animal with my car, I'm sorry, I'm not getting out. Some of you may not like that, but I am not getting out on a dark road where I hit an animal with my car. I can call, hey, there's an animal at blah, 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 but I'm not getting out my car. So that was her first mistake, but okay. And when she gets out to investigate, she's attacked. You're going to be attacked in the dark when you hit things. On scary roads. Rory survives miraculously, but life begins to look and feel different. She's unnaturally strong with an aversion to silver, and settling the moon has her in its thrall. She's changing into something else, maybe even a monster, but does that mean she's putting those close to her in danger? Or is embracing the wildness inside her key to acceptance? This dark comedic love story is a brilliantly layered portrait of trauma, rage, and vulnerability. Yes. Such Sharp Teeth is wonderfully witty and wild. Such Sharp Teeth is as irresistible as the pull of the full moon. I couldn't tear myself away. So the first quote is from author Paul Tremblay, Cabin at the End of the World in the Paul Bearers Club. And the next one is by Mallory O'Meara, bestselling author of The Lady from the Black Lagoon. So that's what they're saying. I will say the book was cute. I will say out of the 5 that I read, that was probably, I wouldn't even say the least favorite, because I still thought it was really, really good. But like the first 4, I was just like all over it, all into it. The last one I was definitely into it, but not like the first 4. So I will say out of this stack of 5, the first 4 are must reads. in my opinion, but definitely you can read such Shark Teeth as well. So this is a stack that we got through this month. Like I said, it's small, but we got through books, and that's all. So we want to be happy about that. If you saw the video I posted on Sunday, because when you guys see this, it'll be Wednesday. So if you saw the video I posted on Sunday, which is actually today, I'm starting a Booktober challenge. So if you are a Disney fan, come on over. We're going to be switching things up, and we're not really reading thrillers. We're actually reading the Twisted Tales series. So check that video out from Sunday. And every Saturday, I will be posting all of the books that I get through in the series and giving you a wrap up on how I like it, how I think the retelling or because it's not a retelling. It's a telling of the stories of your favorite Disney characters, but a different story. So how do I like the new story that they're giving us? So they give us the background of the Disney classics we like, but with a twist. So definitely excited about that. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be doing that all October long, Booktober long. So join me for that. So for those of you who are new, my name is Sarah. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. Thanks for hanging out with me and checking out these books. And I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.